Once upon a time in a village called Omuago, there lived a lady named Adamma. Her parents died when she was still tender, leaving her as an orphan. Her poor grandmother took good care of her when she was a baby till she grew up as a beautiful lady. Adamma and her grandmother were so poor to an extent that they hardly eat one square meal a day. Sometimes Adamma and her grandmother will stay a whole day without having something to eat. 2 years later, Adamma's grandmother died out of starvation, and Adamma was the only one left to cater for herself. Sometimes Adamma do wonder why life is treating her this way. Sometimes she goes to her late parents' grave and cry all day, thinking that one day things will turn around and start going well for her. But unfortunately for her, things became worse than before, to an extent that she met some able men in the village, asking them if they will employ her so she could work for them and get paid. But all of them rejected her offer because everyone in the village took Adamma as a cursed child due to the circumstances behind her birth. Adamma hated her villagers due to the way everyone treated her. One day, Adamma was going to the stream to fetch some water. She met an old woman with the attire of a native doctor. The woman called her by her name 3 times. Adamma, 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 and the woman asked Adamma to follow her. Adamma was scared at first, but she picked courage and followed the old woman. The old woman took Adamma to her place, which happens to be a shrine. Adamma was so scared when she got there, but the old woman told her not to fear, that nothing is going to hurt her. The old woman told Adamma that her family was cursed because of the atrocities her great-grandfather committed in the past. Adamma was shocked about what the old woman told her, but then she asked the old woman if anything can be done to break the curse. But the old woman shook her head and told her with a loud voice, "No, my daughter, the curse is unbreakable, but I can give you wealth and power if you are willing to sacrifice for it." Adamma was curious to know what the sacrifice was, because she was desperate to get wealth and power so she could prove her villagers wrong who thought that nothing good will come out from her. The old woman told Adamma that she would have to be killing babies and cook them. Then after cooking them, 24 hours later, the cooked baby will turn to gold and money. Adamma stood up and said, "No, no, I can't do such," and she left the shrine and went home. When she got home, everything the old woman told her began going through her mind, and she gave it a second thought that this will be her opportunity to get back at her village people so they could feel the pain she felt when they were calling her a cursed child. Adamma made up her mind to sacrifice people's babies for wealth and power. The next day, Adamma went to the old woman's shrine and told her that she is ready to do anything to make wealth and power. The old woman smiled at her and told her that now she is ready to face her challenges. The old woman performed some rituals for Adamma, and she went home and started stealing people's babies, killed and cooked them as instructed. After 24 hours, she went to the pot and found money and gold filled up in the pot. Adamma smiled and started living a wealthy life. She wore the most expensive clothes and ate with golden plates. The villagers were wondering how the cursed girl suddenly became rich in a twinkle of an eye, but no one dared to say it in her presence. Adamma continued by killing more babies for money, to an extent that babies were going missing every day. One night, Adamma slept and had a terrible dream where babies were crying for her vengeance. This dream kept on anytime she goes to bed. She was having sleepless nights and had no other option than to go back to the old woman who performed the ritual for her. And the old woman told her that nothing can be done about it, that she should learn to live with it. The missing babies became a popular tragedy in the village, and the villagers began to seek for ways to find the person behind their lost babies. One day, the villagers went to the village chief priest to get answers about their missing babies, and the chief priest told them to go to Adamma's house late in the midnight and spy her movement. The chief priest told them that Adamma was planning to steal another baby for sacrifice. The villagers were not surprised because they knew something was hidden behind Adamma's wealth. They arranged some village youth to go and spy Adamma at night. When the youth got there at midnight, they were hearing a cry of a baby. They went closer to Adamma's house. Lo and behold, they saw Adamma strangling a baby to death. They forcefully grabbed the baby off Adamma's hand and took Adamma to the king, where she confessed that she was responsible for all the missing babies in their village. The villagers punished her by taking her around the village and banished her from the kingdom. Stay tuned for part 2 of this video, where I will be telling you guys how the babies came back for Adamma spiritually to haunt her and when she left the village. I hope you guys learned a lot from this story. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel so you can get updated when I post the next part.